DMV Tyrant.
Is this window 7?
Yes.
I'm afraid something rather complicated has happened with my driver's license.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. What happened?
Well, you see, I moved here from another state, and I let my license lapse, and
Yes.
should I wait for you to finish?
I don't think so. It's a very long book.
But are you listening to my problem?
I can read and listen at the same time. Go on.
Okay, well, anyway, I took the driving test again and passed and got my temporary license, which has now expired. And when I called, they said that they'd lost me in the computer. There's no record of me taking the test, so they can't send me my license, even though I did take and pass the test. Your turn to say something.
Wait a minute. I just wanted to finish the paragraph. Now, what seems to be the matter?
Well,
In one sentence.
I never got my license.
Well, let me see if we have you on the computer.
I'm not on the computer.
What is your name?
I'm not there.
How do you spell that?
I'm not on the computer. I went to window 3 and they said there's no record of me on the computer.
I am not window 3. I am window 7, and I need to know your name.
Agnes James.
Is it A as in Aardvark, G as in Gesundheit, N as in nincompoop, E as in excruciating, S as in seltzer water, J as in Jupiter, A as in Agnes, M as in Mary, E as in excruciating, and S as in slow, lingering death.
Yes.
Let me see if you're on the computer. I'm sorry, you're not on the computer.
I told you I wasn't.
Fine, I will give you a trophy at the end of the day. How else can I help you?
I want my driver's license.
I'm sorry, there's no record of you on the computer.
But I have my temporary license.
Your temporary license has expired.
I know it's expired.
It is no longer a valid license.
I know that. That's why I want my permanent license. I hadn't realized it hadn't come in the mail until after that had expired. I had presumed everything was all right.
What a funny thing to do. If you do not have a driver's license that's valid, how did you get here to the Department of Motor Vehicles?
I took a taxi.
Can you prove that to me?
What?
Did you keep a receipt from the taxi?
No, I didn't.
I trust you did not drive here yourself. Now, did you, Mrs. James? Agnes?
No, I realize my license is invalid.
That is correct. You have an invalid license. Good morning.
But you're not helping me.
How can I help you?
I want my driver's license.
You must take the driving test.
But I already took the test.
I have no record of that.
I know you have no record of that. Some schmuck lost me in the computer.
Kindly do not speak Yiddish to me. If you wish to make an appointment to take the driving test, please go to window 4.
I don't want to take the test again.
Well, then when did you take the test before?
It's the date on my temporary license.
February 3rd, 1894. The Division of Motor Vehicles did not exist in 1894.
Let me see that. It's a typo. Clearly it's meant to be 1994.
I am willing to agree with you that it is more likely a typo. You see, I don't follow the rules on everything. I am human. Now, what is your name again?
Agnes James.
Is that A as in Aardvark, G as in...
Agnes James.
Let me see if you're on the computer.
I'm not. You don't have a record of me. You don't. I've told you you don't.
Why are you shouting at me? When I am shouted at, I do not feel like cooperating.
You haven't been cooperating.
But I have been cooperating. If I hadn't been cooperating, you would have been shouting at me long before now.
I want my driver's license.
Well, you can't have it. You're not on the computer.
That's not my fault.
And it's not my fault either. We are both blameless. Isn't that a nice feeling?
You are not helping me.
I am doing everything in my power.
Don't you have more power than you're actually using? Couldn't you perhaps type my name in the computer and send me my license?
No. Only the secretary at the driving test site can do that.
But if she forgets at the time of the test, then perhaps can't someone else do it?
If the secretary at the driving test site is willing to admit that she had forgotten to type your name into the computer, she can write a note for you, and then you can bring the note here, and I will enter your name into the computer. And then we will fire her. Do you want her to lose her job?
No, I want you to lose your job.
I don't see how you can expect me to help you if you're getting to be hostile.
Isn't there anything you can think of that will solve my problem?
Well, if you relive the day of the initial driving test, then when it's finished, you could ask to watch the secretary type your name and your test result into the computer.
So your suggestion is that I relive the initial test.
It's a hypothetical suggestion, I admit, but it is the limit of what I can think to do to assist you.
Can I see your supervisor, please?
My supervisor is shredding documents in the other room and cannot be disturbed.
Look in my eyes. I want you to tell me what I can do to solve my problem, and I want you to tell me right now.
Move out of New York.
That's a good suggestion. Thank you.
Ohio's nice.